Christian Mystery Cleaning Windsor the Fylde Coast. Okay, so today's video. Firstly, I want to thank everybody that has subscribed, that leaves a comment, that engages with the channel in a positive light. You know, questions, queries, debate, I'm all for it. Not a drama. But I have had interactions with a couple of people who fall into the category, perhaps, of haters or trolls. Okay, and I'm genuinely not really interested in these kinds of people, but I do think it has a bit of bearing as to how you conduct yourself in life, in business, whatever. Okay, now here it goes. You have to ultimately you have to have self-awareness about yourself, know what you're good at, know your strengths, know your weaknesses, etc., etc., and be honest and true to yourself about that. Okay, that doesn't matter whether you work for someone else or whether you work for yourself or you run a business. It doesn't matter if you're a multi-billionaire. It doesn't matter if you're Joe Blogs on the street. It makes no odds, right? Knowing yourself, okay, knowing your strengths, your weaknesses, and where you stand, okay, and being comfortable in your skin, okay, is important. Okay, message to the haters. Okay, I feel sorry for you. I pity you. Okay, because you've gone from a place where perhaps you were focused on yourself, you were focusing on growing yourself, okay, then all of a sudden you stopped growing as a person yourself and try to pull other people down. Okay, I'm not going to name names, you're not worthy. I am all for a healthy debate, I genuinely am, but the idea that you can poo-poo someone's idea, and as a result of trying to pull them down to make yourself look big and make yourself look clever, okay? Newsflash. No one ever in life, okay, makes themselves look good by taking a shit on someone else. It just doesn't happen. All you do is make yourself look like an absolute knob, right? And once again, I apologise for the language. If that offends some people's sensitivities, that is just me, okay? I have given advice out in the past, and people can either take it, or they can leave it, or they can go, interesting, not a drama. And here's the thing, if you want to insult me, bring it on. Bring it on, Billy Big Bollocks, I don't care, okay? The thing is, makes me laugh is you think by pouring hate, okay, that you're pulling me down in some way, you make me feel negative and stuff like that. What you don't understand is, okay, I've had negativity thrown at me my entire life. If you think, right, you can, by taking time out of your day to try and ruin mine, okay, is going to bring me down, right, it's a non-starter, mate. It's a non-starter. I thrive on negative comments. I thrive on it. Send them in. Because every single piece of hate, every bit of bile, poison, hatred, whatever you want to call it, okay, however you want to label that, okay, it gives me fuel. You are fueling my fire, okay? So ultimately, if you don't like, the content that I put out, not an issue. See you later. Don't let the door hit your house on the way out. I genuinely couldn't give a sugar frosted fart, to be honest with you. I promise you. I promise you. My aim has always been to build a community of like-minded people that might find what I do interesting. And here's the thing, right? If you don't find what I do interesting, that's fine. That's okay. But you have to understand, I might not necessarily cater for you. Okay? So if you don't like what's here, keep scrolling. Jog on. Okay? But yeah, on a more sort of serious note, going back to sort of the whole negativity thing, okay, outside of YouTube, okay? Because believe it or not, ladies and gents, there is a world out there that exists outside of this little screen, okay? So just a bit of a quick one. There are some people, when you very first start your business, you will encounter people who are genuinely worried about you doing things. So, for example, for me, when I very first started my business, my mum and a couple of other members of my family were quite concerned about sort of the fact that I was starting up a window cleaning business, okay? They were quite worried, from a safety point of view, from being self-employed is risky point of view, etc. No one else in my family has ever run a business, okay? I'm the first person in my family, I'm told, excuse me, to embark on being self-employed, run a business, etc. Okay. So me doing this was pretty alien to many members of my family, okay? And I took it for what it was, okay? It was, they are worried, okay? They are not out to get me. They are not sort of trying to pull me down. They're just like, Chris, are you sure you want to do this kind of thing, And it's important that you recognise that, some members of your family may decide to turn around and go, Chris, Jesus, are you sure, mate? This is a risk. That is out of a place. That's from a place of love. That's from a place of worry. Okay, they have your interests at heart, 100%. Okay, and then there's the other type of person that that basically just wants to poo-poo your ideas. Take a big shit from a great height on everything that you want to achieve. The fact that you want more out of life, etc. And people will sort of be passive aggressive about it, sort of thing, or you go the full hog, they go full retard and just decide to slag everything off that you want to do, and etc. and all this sort of stuff. And it's really interesting because when I very first started, I was friends with a number of people who we had similar interests, okay? And the more and more I so I'm just making sure you don't drive into me, van. The more and more I was succeeding in business, in succeeding. And when I mean succeeding, I mean, my business is growing, I'm getting more money, my standard of living is raised ever so slightly. I'm not living in a 7-bed mansion. I'm not a multi-millionaire, but my standard of living, i.e. my girls can go dancing, we can afford a weekend away, etc., etc., and people notice, okay? And you will probably find that people that you regarded as friends before do have a bit of a jealousy issue, okay? And that green little monster called jealousy just rear its head, and you know what I mean? And it will, it can affect you to some degree because, all of a sudden you were, whereas you were all in the same boat together before, now you're sort of breaking away from the pack. Not because you don't want to be friends with them, you're moving in a direction where your focus is on growing a business. And if you grow the business and all this sort of stuff, then, you can get more out of life. And so you're spending less time in the pub. You're spending less time, going to football matches, etc. and all this sort of stuff. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you might get one negative comment from someone that was a friend, and you'd be thinking, wow, that stings. That was a bit like, left hook from nowhere kind of thing. A bit like, oh, okay. All I would say is, be very wary of people that don't celebrate your successes, okay? Because these people, they will inadvertently bring you down, okay? And you just need to just be very selective over who you spend your time with, okay? Time is the most valuable commodity you will ever have. Forget money, okay? Because you can always earn a little bit more money. If you lose a customer, you will always pick up another customer. If this business fails, then I'll go and do something else. Money is not the key factor. It's certainly in my life. Money's not the key factor. It's time, okay? Because my children are only going to be this age once, and as I get older, my ability to do things that I perhaps want to do now, i.e., play, for example, playing football with my kids, or or I don't know, bungee jumping, whatever it is you want to do, is limited by time. Okay, so you need to value your time, and it's just a case of, if other people are nitpicking at you and stuff like that, then that is a drain on your time. It's a drain on your time and energy. And the thing is to be honest with you, I'd just sooner chin these people off and just leave them to wallow in their own jealousy, to be honest with you. So yeah, not so much of a ranty video. All right, a little bit of a ranty video, but yeah, be warned. If you are one of these people that is literally going round other people's channels, giving it the poo-poo, yeah, bring it on. Don't care, okay? You are acting as fuel, okay? One day, I will sort of, succeed at whatever it is I want to do. I will achieve what I want to achieve, and then I'll be able to turn around and say, right, well, actually, fucking told you so. You know what I mean? So, if you want to spend your time, you know what I mean, hating on others, knock yourself out. But ultimately, you will be the loser in this, because while you're focusing, I'm focusing on me, okay, and you're only ever going to win if you focus on you. So stop focusing on me, yeah, get off your ass and focus on you, and actually then maybe, just maybe, you'll have a degree of success in your life as well. Have a great day, peeps. I shall see you in the next video. All the very best.